I found out when I was 4. Only teachers would know because there would be a sign posted, but no one in my class knew because it's not something that you can look at a person and say they have epilepsy. You know, everyone has something that is different about them. Even a lot of close friends of mine don't even realize that I have epilepsy until one day it comes up in a conversation. A lot of people associate epilepsy and seizures with falling on the floor and shaking, but in my case that's not even true. I just blank out.
I remember the days when you learn that this is what's going to be for possibly the rest of your life. The seizures came back, but this time they came back in the tonic-clonic format versus smaller seizures. You know, I've managed to really make it work in my life. Like to me, I can't imagine not having epilepsy, but it took a lot of years.
John Ralston Saul has a wonderful saying. He's the husband of our previous Governor General. And he says that, you know, we define ourselves by our professions and what we do, and we take great pride in that. We're fulfilled from a very Plato kind of way. We're fulfilled in our professions. But we fail at our most important responsibility, which is being citizens.
The greatest problem I've faced and I still face is if I'm having a seizure in a public place. It's rare that people stop by to ask me if I need help, and that's what bothers me most. We need to change.
If you look at the literature in regards to quality of life, in Ontario, people with epilepsy have the lowest self-reported quality of life amongst people with all chronic conditions. So if you look at MS, Parkinson's disease, stroke, cardiovascular disease, congestive heart failure, arthritis, these are chronic conditions that people live with, but people with epilepsy have the lowest quality of life.
These people need help, and their seizures need to be stopped. In Canada, there's 300,000 people affected by epilepsy and even more. That's why research must go on.
As I mentioned, up to a third of children with epilepsy have seizures that are not controlled by medication.
It can start at any time in life, but most often it begins before age 15 or after age 65. We used to think of it as a childhood disorder, but now we would have to say it's a disorder of either childhood or of age. And really, we used to think that we knew who was going to get epilepsy, but we don't know that anymore. Any of us could develop epilepsy as we grow older.
The idea of intervening early and intervening in a safe way are the things that drive science, that drive research.
I feel that it is time that we really raise public awareness of this disease and start to put enough emphasis on epilepsy research that we can really start to impact lives.
Simply by individuals knowing what epilepsy is and understanding, it takes away the individual's fear who doesn't have epilepsy, and it gives that individual with epilepsy that comfort knowing that people around them understand.
I wish people knew more about epilepsy. I wish I wasn't explaining to professors what epilepsy was. I wish it was more widely known. I still think that it's something that not enough people understand enough about. Everybody
with epilepsy and those without will all benefit from the knowledge and the awareness that the event is creating. I would like to speak about the sense of helplessness that not only people have with epilepsy, but that we all feel as an individual. That sense of, you know, what can I do? Can I really make a difference? The single individual can have a profound effect. And what needs to be done are not gigantic and monumental changes, but incremental and small changes, but applied uniformly over time.
People who have stopped to help, who have asked me if I was okay, that was the greatest help, just being there.
Feliz Navidad, Feliz Navidad, Feliz Navidad, próspero año y felicidad. Feliz Navidad.
Actually, Jose Feliciano for us was like a household name, so we would watch him on TV a lot. So I think it's a very positive way of sending a message of awareness and having a little bit of fun.